Hi everyone, it's Sue here from Scrappy Doo Sue. I'm back today with the half spine little journal that I've been making. Has 3 signatures in it. Last time we made these little pockets notebooks here, and with a little tuck, and that's as far as we've got really. I have got lots of ephemera pieces I've been making over the last few videos that I'm going to sort of put in here, as well as I've made a few pockets out of the Tim Holtz paper pad scraps. So at the moment I haven't been embellishing this, but I have been round, and on all the cream card pieces I've been stenciling. So I thought, you know, this was pretty, and that, so that's enhanced those pages. So today I thought we'd make, as there's 3 signatures, we'd make 3 sort of scrappy material belly bands that I've seen a similar video tutorial by Tina at Shabby Dabby Doodah. So my husband, when he went to car boot a few weeks ago now with Paddy, I didn't want to go, I didn't feel up to it, and he came back with a book of upholstery samples. Now I thought these colours would go very nicely, so I was thinking about how to use them, and then I saw Tina's video and I thought, yeah, I can do that. So she made a sort of, so we're cutting a strip. So I'm going to make 3 today, and then she backed them on a masterboard. So I've got this one and this one I've made in previous videos that I've not actually done anything with so far. I thought this one might be a good one, perhaps, I'm not sure, or maybe just use that one up. We'll have a think. So to start with, so I'm just going to go through how she did them, and you can sew or no sew, so it's up to you. So to start off with, I'm going to decide how wide I want my strips of belly bands. So let's say, okay, we're going to use this masterboard, right, as the backing piece. So let's cut, I think it's up that way, let's cut some of this down and make 3 belly bands, and then we'll know what size pieces of a material we want. So I think maybe, let's have a look. I'll go a bit wider, I think, because I'm going to be trimming these, I expect. Now the book journal is not very tall. So what did I do with my ruler? It's here. Okay, hope you can see what I'm doing. So I'm just going to, I've got some brown craft paper in the signatures, and I thought maybe the belly band might be nice on those. So we'll pick a page. Perhaps we don't want to make them too heavy if we're going to use that. Let me have a look through. Is there anything else that I would rather use? I might use the back of one of these. So let's say we're going to use these pages. So in centimetres tall it is 16, or in inches it is 6 1/4. So that's the size really of the belly band, that's kind of the height of it. So okay, so I've got a double-sided masterboard here, because I thought this might come in handy to make a book cover at some point, journal cover. Which is why I hadn't really done anything with it, but you know, I've got lots of scraps, so I can always make another one. So I'm just going to mark that there. So that's 6 1/4 now. That sadly is not quite enough to make 2, So let's just cut 3 of these out from this masterboard. I can never see my marks. Oh, now I have to take it out again and look to see where I've marked it. Maybe if I had it, no, that's the right way up. So I have to measure it again, so I'm just going to say 6, and let's do centimetres because it's a round number. So I'm just going to do it slightly taller. So I'm just going to go over the 16 because obviously I want to trim the top and the bottom and the side. So hopefully this is going to be wide enough now so that we can make something else out of. Okay, so let's cut down this piece. So that's one, and we'll do another one here. I'm just guessing the width of these, you know. I didn't cut that very well. Paper trimmer can be very temperamental. Yeah, it's shredded the side of that. That's okay. We won't worry too much about that because we will use it for something else. I think I've still got enough to make a small journal cover with if I want to. If not, I'll make a new one. Okay. Oh, we need to cut them down now, don't we? I'm ahead of myself. Okay, so let's do just over the 16 centimetres so that we can trim. And then the same with that one. So I do need to trim the top and the bottom a bit, really. I should have made a firmer mark because that did not show up on that paper. Okay, right. Right, okay, let's put that away now. We've got our 3 pieces here, so I'm just going to use my scissors. I have to put that annoying pencil away because it just keeps rolling around. I'm just going to trim the top and the bottom a bit just to neaten the edges up because the paper trimmer can chew up the edges. Let's have a look at this one. And also the outer edge of your masterboard, if you let things overlap, can end up a bit thin. Right, okay, just get rid of all that. Right, okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is I've got my 3 bases here and here, and you can make these out of anything. You don't need a masterboard. You can use anything you've got, thick book page, doubled up book page, tripled up book page, anything, thin card, anything you've got. So the next thing I'm going to do is take these upholstery pieces. Now on the back they have got that strip along the top which you can't actually easily get off, so I'm leaving that. And I am going to have, I think, one of this colour. So I'm just going to cut down there, and it's quite thick, and I'm going to sort of have it that wide. I'm just eyeballing it. trying to follow the grain to make it fairly straight, but it doesn't matter. So that's one. Let's try this one. So where I had to cut it out of the actual book, it was in one of those sample books, and I've tried to take it apart, and I've got the whole thing apart from, there's like a casing around it at the top of, I think it's like a chipboard, and I'm going to have to tear each one out, you know, single-handedly. So I'm going to see which side of the masterboard I prefer. I think that side is nice. See, got a bit of interest, you know. Possibly that side. So I thought the colours of that masterboard would go nicely. So do we want, let's have another one of this. Okay, pop that away. So we've got 3 there. So the next thing then is you want some lace. Now I've got some real scrappy bits that were bits of clothing really, and I'm just going to take this, there's a bit of elastic on the end of this. It's alright, it wasn't a pair of underpants or anything like that. I don't actually know what it was. Something of ours. It's not something I've, you know, brought home. So to make that narrower, so I'm going to use this, using up scraps, you know. I think my last few videos have been all about using up what you've got left over, you know, it's lying around, you need to use up. So that's quite nice. So we'll trim that down to about there. That's one. So again, this was, I don't know what this was, something. It's very pretty though, but it's got lots of little holy bits in it. So we'll cut off this edging, I think, because that's been stitched, and then it opens it out a bit better. Just take that bit off for now, and then this one we can, oh, it's very pretty, isn't it? So let's have a piece about there. I'm not going to try and tear it because I don't think this with the embroidery would actually tear very well. So I'm just going to cut it, and it doesn't matter if it's rough cut, you know. I don't want it to be perfect, so I just need a little bit more of that, and then we'll cut that off about there. And that one can go over that one. I thought that was quite nice. What does it look like on that? Oh, actually, it looks lovely, doesn't it? Right, okay. What else have I got? Oh, I've got a piece of this. I don't know what this is. It's sort of fibrous, lacy. So that might be, I don't know if that will show up very well. Let's have a look on the darker one and see. Oh yeah, it shows up better on there. So we'll cut this down. Okay. Put everything in a pile on the side. So that's very pretty on there too, I think. Okay, the next thing Tina did was find some ribbon to go down the centre. And I've got various scraps of ribbon, a lace or ribbon, it could be either. So, you know, I've got that one, which would be quite nice on there. Now I'm wondering if my masterboard's pieces are a bit too wide. So I don't think they overlap. So I'm just going to trim this one down a little bit. And I'm going to use the paper cutter because I'm not particularly skilled, as you know, hand cutting. So that's that one. So I'm going to just have a look and see if that's better. Don't want too much hanging over the side, so again I'm going to just measure that side of it. And I know you're covering up the masterboard, you know, but they do make good bases because they're quite, you know, sturdy. So a little bit of it will be showing, just enough. And let's see, I think we'll cut that side. So I'm just marking it with the pencil, the annoying pencil that rolls around all the time. I just made a very big mark on here, now I can't see it. Isn't that weird? Where did it go? Goodness me, I have to do that again now. So there it is, I can see it now. It's buried in amongst that flower design. Okay, right, that's better, I think. In fact, I'm just going to trim a bit of this off. And all these scraps I can use for clusters and things. That's better, right. Okay, so where were we? So we put our laces on. Well, lace, whatever you've got, neck curtaining, anything. And then I was looking at ribbons. So ribbons, I've got some lovely dark green ric-rac here. I think that would look nice on one of them. It looks nice on that colour actually. Let's just cut that down a bit. Tina had hers hanging down down the bottom, but I don't think I'm going to do that today. It starts this velvet does start to look, does that. Okay, right, so that we can put on there like that. We'll make them different, I think. And then I've got some of this nude lace, or what ribbon have I? Oh, I've got this nice sort of mustardy colour ribbon, which would be, oh, it looks nice. I actually like it on that better. So I'm just going to make that a little bit longer because I want to cut the ends to stop them fraying. So I'm just going to cut a V out of there and do the same, I think. Let's have a look. So that is quite nice, but that's going to be too long for my piece, you know, for my belly band. So let's take that off, I think. And I think I'm going to do the same this end. Like so. So that makes that a bit different. That's quite nice, I think, there, like that. Okay. Okay. So what shall we put on this one? And I wasn't quite keen on that sort of nudie pink. It's very pinky for me. It's quite pink. And I've got some scrap ribbons in here. Let's see anything in here that kind of jumps out at me. There's this one. It's quite nice. Some with gold on. That's quite nice. Perhaps we'll use up some of that. I was a bit wary of using goldy stuff, you know. I don't know. I like it at Christmas when you're making Christmas things. And I don't particularly want this bright yellow. Oh, it's like a neon green. I don't want that. Let's see, what else have we got that's a bit different? We've got this kind of magenta-y colour. Now, don't like it. The only one I did like was that kind of goldy colour. Let's put those away. Well, how about our piece of green, scrap of green lace? That's quite nice. Okay, so that's, I think I'm going to go with that. Am I going with that? Have I got any lace that's darker? Let me just have a look quickly. Just having a look in the bag that I've got here. Just random bits. I have not put my ribbons and laces in any particular order, and I really should, I think. So I've got some, let's have a look. Let's put that to one side. So see, I've got little bags with all sorts in. So I've got this. That's quite nice. I like that. That, or the alternative is this. I'm going to go with this, I think, because I'm thinking it's in keeping with the theme, or you know, the colour scheme of the journal. Okay, let's just put those all to one side. I'm just going to do a very small V on the end of these. I think that was the wrong way round. Where are my small little sharp scissors for this little fiddly job? That's one. Oh yes, I've done different design. Okay. Oh gosh. Okay, so we've got a slightly different design there, which is okay. Just get rid of these fibres. Okay, so the next thing then is she used some of her circle embellishments, so I'm going to make my own, and I'm going to make them out of the scraps from the paper that we've been using from the Tim Holtz pad, which are all in here. Some are small pieces. Let's find something we can make some nice circles with. Okay, there's a piece there. What else have we got in here? Darker green one. That's actually I don't think that's Tim Holtz actually, that piece. Okay, I think we've that we could make something out of. I think that's enough for a selection. Okay, so let's have a look and see what will go nicest. So we've got the back. Let's make a circle. So I'm making, let's try a small circle first. The only other one I have really is this one. I did think this might be too big, this circle, but we'll try this one first and see. So we've got this one can go on when it's inked around, can go on that way up. I'm not sure I like those pieces of paper. Now what about something from one of these? Would be quite nice. Let's take a piece out of there, I think. It's got some interest on it, so that would be quite nice on that one, I think. Okay, so what else have we got? Got that little bird there. Quite like that one on there. Not sure about this one. Just want to see if there's anything else I prefer. This one has, that was quite pretty. It's got some roses on it. I think we'll go with those three. I shall keep that circle. And put those on there, and then I've got some little inchy things which are now buried underneath all of the lace, so let me just find those out. And so we could have, you know, one of these maybe on each one, or we can embellish them with, you know, butterfly, or even a little bow. So I've got some bows here. Hardly ever use my bows. It's just another one of those things that you have, I think, in your stash that's easily forgotten. It's a bit twisted, that one, so we could have a bow there. Just having a look, see what they look like. They're just cream ones. Which ones do I prefer? They're pretty. Okay, let's cut out just cut out a couple of these and see what they look like, because once we've distressed around the edge, I'm sure they will look a lot better. Oh gosh, that's not at all straight. Tin always cuts so lovely. You know, she just makes everything look so easy. So it's almost like you're making a sort of one of these strips, you know. I prefer those in the middle. Do I want that at the top? Is that the right colour, do you think? Not sure. Let me just cut out one more and we'll see what we think. Maybe something a bit darker. So let's bring out the vintage photo and just that's quite nice, I think. It's different, isn't it? I think that's why I'm struggling, because it's looking so different to anything I normally kind of make. I have got a tiny sample pack here with a white bow and 3 little daisies, so that's very pretty, but it looks, to me it's too white. So what have we got? I've got some bling. Oops. The only green I've got on this card is this one here. So I mean, you could have that in the middle of the bow like that. And I think that's enough. So maybe we'll go with that one. See, I'm not a bow person really. I'm just going to ink around these because I think they will pop out a bit better like that. prefer this butterfly, I have to say, because it's darker. Have it something like that one. But I don't really want the bow on it. I know, I'm not keen on the bow. What about if I make these kind of a different colour? Let's turn them into a sort of a coffee colour. I might prefer them then. So don't like those now either. So I'm just going to pop that lid on there, put these away for a minute. Don't mind that. I think less is more, you know. That's what I'm thinking. Less is more. And I have got, let's see, I don't even know if you can see these now. I'll keep moving them around. I have got some little like butterflies. Are they going to be too big? That's quite nice. Yes. Let's try this one. I don't think that actually goes with that colour of that circle somehow. So a little bird would be nice, wouldn't it? Have I got any birds? Let's see if I got a bird that would be suitable. That's going to be too big, you see. I don't think I've got anything smaller, really. No, nothing in there. Got a little bee. I'm just wondering, have I got any die cuts of a bee or something? Let's see what I've got quickly. And also what I have to remember is I don't want it really bulky. I'm just having a look in this box, see if I've got a cabochon or something like that that's suitable. They're quite slim flat ones here. Put that down. This might be nice. That's quite nice on that one, isn't it? No, I don't like that. What is it about that I'm not too keen on? I like that now. I like that with the green. I think that's lovely. Is it the circle I don't like? Should I find another scrap and see what I can... Just popping these away. Excuse me a minute. I'm going to file them for a minute, and the filing place is on the floor. I'm just looking for a few more scraps of that Tim Holtz paper that I might be able to cut a different circle out, because there's something about that one, I'm just not feeling it for some reason. So I don't know why. I like these. I like the arrangement we've got with these. That's fine. It's just this one I'm not too keen on. There's my hole punch. Let's see what a piece of that looks like. See, that's too dark, isn't it? Right, that's too dark. This one, scrap of this, just about get one circle out of it. Let's come up with that. Now that is better. I like that better. Right. Okay. So now I'm asking myself, there was one other cabochon in here. Did I take it out? It was a different colour. Got myself in a right muddle now, to be honest. Yeah, I thought maybe I was seeing things, I don't know. So that one would go there, but the only other one is the same, it's pink. So that must be what I saw. So okay, so then before putting on the embellishments, Tina went away and sewed these. So I could sew them through there and there. So I think we're just going to stick them down at the moment, and then I will go away and sew them. Okay, so I'll go away and I will come back and show you what I've done. Okay, hold on. I'm back. Goodness me. Oh, I tried to do zigzag stitch on this one, but it didn't like it at all. I think it's because this upholstery is kind of, well, they're only samples, so they're PVC backed, I think, and it didn't like it, so I had to do a straight stitch, you know, all the way down. And I didn't sew the card as well. I think that would have been too much for the machine. And it came out quite lovely on that one, I think. That one looked really nice. And then this one, I decided to add another piece of this gauze, this sort of fibrous, lacy, whatever it is, to the other side, so we can see this pretty embroidery here. And then I just did 2 wiggly lines down there. I just cut these fibres off. My threads, and that one will go on there. So I'm going to stick them down to the board now, and I'm going to use this beacon 3-in-1. Oh, I'm always taking the whole lid off just lately because I don't think it will stick with anything else I have. Right, okay, so I'm going to glue it all the way around. like that. And then it's going to go onto this. And that's okay, that one. Let's do this one. You see it's got some sort of PVC, not plastic, it's definitely something PVC like, but it's hard to tell what that actually is. I guess they use those backings to prolong the life of the sample. I expect, you know, when you're in a fabric shop, people are flicking through sample books all the time, aren't they, for upholstery material and things like that. So, and then we have this one here, like so. Let's move that one over a little bit, like so. Okay. Okay, all right. Now I'm just going to carry on using Beaker 3-in-1, and I'm going to stick this now on this one. I like making circles. I don't know, there's something about it I really like. Isn't that weird? I'm going to put that kind of there. And I found the other cabochon, the greeny coloured one. So that's the one I'm going to stick on now. So I thought it went better. And that can go over that knobbly bit of sewing there. So that's that one. I wonder whether to move that down just a shade. Like that. And then on this one we had this bow with that bling stuck to it. So bling's already stuck itself down. Now I haven't glued it, so I will take it off and pop a tiny bit of this glue on it. Try not to get it on my fingers. That's pretty. I like the bow with that on. Not too keen on the bows otherwise. Don't know really why. And then I might move that one down a little bit there. So that's that one. Then this one, we're going to put those, maybe we'll turn this one up this way and we'll have those across there. Sort of like that. And then where should we have this? Perhaps there, I think. And then once you've, you know, decided on the page that you're going to put them on, you could then, you know, get them into your journal and then embellish them a bit more. I think you have a bit more leeway really as to, once you've put them in, knowing what they're going to look like on the page. That's the only one that's going to be slightly bulky. Otherwise those are quite pretty, I think, and different for me. I do like this upholstery material though, and I love the colours. This is sort of a khaki, and that's a kind of spring green really. And it's a good way to use up scraps of your old laces, ribbons, any material really. You know, you could put all sorts on them, really. So I don't think I want to put anything else on them at the moment. So there we have them. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope it gave you some ideas to use, you know, your own scraps up. Just move them up a bit. And I'll see you again soon. Well, I won't see you, but I'll speak to you, won't I? Bye-bye.